So that's going to be the winner tonight in this sectional matchup.
First down from the 38-yard line. Pistol formation this time for Brady. Give it to the back, going straight up the middle over the 45, rumbling to the 50 and into Hilton territory. And that time it was number 18, C.J. Palmiere, with his first carry of the game. Palmiere had 102 yards rushing against Hilton in the first matchup in week 2. And this is a kid, just like you said, Carl, he's been very good this year, averages about 5 yards per carry, C.J. Palmiere.
Yeah, the problem Victor has had through the course of the years, they don't throw it particularly well. Well, the other side of the coin is they run it very well. So on a night like tonight, it plays to their strength.
Blue Devils into Hilton territory for the first time tonight. Give it to the back again. Palmiere over the 45, and he is brought down shy of the 40-yard line. But again, it's the different option that you have running the football. Palmiere, 5'10", 190-pound junior. Showing a nice burst there, getting around the right edge.
Yeah, you're seeing Palmiere get an opportunity to get in space. But the other thing I really like about CJ is how he finishes his runs. You see he takes on the tackler, finishes going forward. And, you know, I don't care what the weather is. 2nd and 2 is a good play situation.
Gained 8. It's second down. Palmiere, first down down the right sideline and shoved out of bounds there. The Hilton defender, like Tyler Letcher, plays safety on the defensive side of the ball. That was a good play there with Victor fielding that low snap and getting the ball to Palmiere. By the way, you saw that's Cam Ryan who took that snap at quarterback. So
yeah, and again, with the weather, there's no rules tonight as far as who plays and what happens.
Palmiere, another carry. What is that, 4 in a row for him?
Yeah.
This time Hilton had him stuffed inside with Carter Clark. Again, a terrific defensive lineman. And big number 76, too, Joel Masura. Now, Masura missed.
Yeah, it's a big addition and a big young man out there. And he's somebody who's going to be a factor tonight with this running game.
Second down, toss play, going right side and ridden out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of a yard there. Coming up quick. Start at their own 21-yard line. Third possession now for Victor. 2 receivers to the right side. Single back on the left hip of the quarterback here. And we're going to give it to him running right. And stacking his way up over the 25 to about the 27-yard line. So a good first down run there for the Victor offense. And with that,
and if we make it first, we're probably going to win the game. So,
and you know what? And this is not a night where you're going to have to really give up a whole lot in terms of a punt return. You might as well go all out for the block. From the pistol formation. And that is Ryan who tosses it. Back running left over the 45 to about the 47. And C.J. Palmiere on the carry again. So again, Cam Ryan comes in, and he's there really. He can run it, but there he's just facilitating getting the ball in the hands of Palmiere.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about this before we went on the air. The field, so many of the places we go to cover football, they have the synthetic turf, and these fields are great. And this field is a beautiful field.
It's holding up.
And it's holding up, and the footing's good, so that's a good thing.
2nd and 6. Palmiere again running left. Gets over the 50-yard line, but right around the 48. So it looks like he's going to be just shy of the first down. They've really rotated well between Gotham and Palmiere here in this first half. Both pretty equal in terms of their carries.
Yeah, we're going to see those two, and we haven't seen C.J. Cohane yet either. And he's another one who tends to get quite a few carries in the scheme of things. So
on third down, Palmiere running left. He's got the first down and more over the 45 to the Hilton 40. That's one of the better runs so far for the Blue Devils. And Victor moves the sticks with a C.J. Palmiere run. Palmiere 3 straight carries there.
And an interesting strategy for Victor going up to the line, quick snap count before Hilton outside. And we were seeing the same look. They run up to the line. Let's see if they go quick again.
From the 39-yard line. Another run for Palmiere. He's over the 20, or rather the 30 and inside the 25. And again, it's that breaking the rhythm of this game. Just a little bit more up-tempo, and C.J. Palmiere is carrying the load on this drive for the Blue Devils.
Great job by the offensive line getting a push, and you see Palmiere, nothing fancy. No, you're not trying to cut. You're not trying to make guys miss. You're getting what you can, and then you're dipping that shoulder and trying to get the most yardage you can get.
Hilton
you might reach out and try to grab, make up for it. It's not happened so far.
24-yard line and a 1st and 10. It's another carry for Palmiere, running left, and this time tripped up as he gets to the 20-yard line. This has been all the CJ show here on this drive from Victor. He's had every touch. Every play from scrimmage has been Palmiere running the football, and more times he's going left.
Yeah, they obviously think that they have an advantage there. We've seen that pitch to the left and him getting outside, and again, they like this where they're running up and going quick.
Gain 3 on that one, now 2nd down, and once again, Palmiere, he's inside the 20, so for the first time tonight, either team in the red zone, the Blue Devils, as they get able to get a 3rd down coming up here from about the 17.
It's interesting because Palmiere's getting obviously all the work on this drive and a bulk of the carries. We talked about Letcher and how they spread it out, but right now it's Palmiere.
3rd down from the 16, toss play, again going left Palmiere. There's not a ton of room over there, but he finds some as he gets inside the 15 and near the 13-yard line. Should be a 1st down, so Victor again got something going here, and it's all CJ Palmiere on this drive.
Yeah, CJ Palmiere and the Victor offensive line, and those big boys up front are getting the job done right now, getting him into the open, and Palmiere's making the most of it in every play. So far, so good for Victor.
2nd and 10 from the 13, and right back to Palmiere, up the middle, inside the 10, pushing forward to about the 6. And again, Palmiere just churning it out on this drive, and he's got Victor knocking on the door. Big 3rd down play coming up, though.
Yeah, Palmiere got up a little limpy on that one. It looks like he hurt himself, and it goes down a little bit awkwardly at the end of that game. But another really good job, not only by Palmiere, but by the offensive line of the Blue Devils.
Looked like Palmiere also came out after that play.
Yeah.
So now, from the 6, it's 3rd and 3. Toss play, this time running right. Cut back, Gotham heading toward the goal line. You see he is stopped just short. So Gotham replaces Palmiere, picks up 5. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1 for Victor.
I would expect them to go quick again, get up to the line and try and get something to happen. You see Gotham again, waiting, very patient runner, sees the seam, puts his foot in the ground, and turns up in there and gets what he can get. And now the best, obviously, scoring chance of the night for the Blue Devils.
Gotham to the end zone, pushing forward, and a touchdown. Touchdown, Victor Blue Devils, Sam Gotham, and that's his 9th rushing touchdown this season.
That is a great job by the Victor Blue Devils offensive line. You know what? If we kind of grind it out here, especially initially, the first couple plays, we're going to end the half with the ball and possibly something to do with it.
Yeah, Hilton gets the ball to start the second half. We'll keep that in mind. This is a counter run over the 40, the 45, into Hilton territory, and still churning his legs over the 40 and twisting down to the 35. CJ Palmiere. And boy, he has really been the star of this first half for Victor running the ball.
He really has. And again, look at the job by the offensive line. A great hole initially, but look at Palmiere, the yards after contact that he's just dragging guys, the effort. 3 cadets to bring Palmiere down. That's a heck of a run. And now I hit. Guys bounce off and gain a yard or 2 more. Al-Fasadi didn't allow that.
2nd and 7 from the 32. And this is a big play for Victor over the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and down near the 2-yard line. Palmiere once again with a big run for Victor.
The offensive line taking charge, and Palmiere has certainly been the star of this first half for the Blue Devils. He has taken over the run game. He didn't get the touchdown last time. I guarantee he's going to get the opportunity to get it here.
Palmiere gets it down to the 2. Now Victor goes quickly. He's trying to run to the left side, and the cadets stacked him all up. He may have lost a yard on that one. Again, trying to run left behind the big blockers on that side, and the cadets were able to cave that. You see the ball is at the 2-yard line. Palmiere is the deep back. Ryan, the quarterback, sets up right underneath center. Give it to him, and Palmiere is hit right at the goal line, but stopped. And boy, that's a saving tackle there. Hilton, that looked like number 72 for the cadets. Will Salomon saved a touchdown and just barely kept him out of the end zone.
Real good hit by Salomon. Good fill. It looked like Palmiere was going to waltz in, and Salomon
High
was
school Class AA quarterfinal matchup. Victor 6 and the Hilton Cadets nothing. J.C. DeLass along with Carl Falk, and the rain just keeps on coming, my friend Carl. It is a rainy night here. It has been really for the last couple hours, and at times, I mean, it's just coming down in buckets. I'm not saying it's lightened up much now because it's been pretty steady. And really, these two teams, you think about it, only one turnover in the whole first half. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. And I got to give a shout out to anybody who's sitting out there in this rain, because that is a hardy soul to be sitting out in this rain tonight. Really well done first half when you think about the conditions and you think about what the players were up against as far as ball handling. And you mentioned it, the one turnover. There was a couple throws that were on target, ability to make plays that weren't made, but I'm not sure it was weather related.
Well, there was no scoring in the first quarter, and the only touchdown we had in the first half came in the second quarter. A 57-yard scoring drive by Victor, all on the ground, and it was Sam Gotham punching it in from a yard out. Now, most of the yards in that drive came from C.J. Palmiere, but it was Gotham finishing it off with 4:52 to go in the half. Extra point was blocked, and Victor went up 6-0.
Yeah, Victor had the bulk of their success on the ground with C.J. Palmiere, but he got dinged just before the touchdown run, and they bring in Gotham. And again, we've seen this all year with Victor, where they're going to change up who gets it. But here you're seeing the turnover.
There's the only turnover of the half, and it came near the end of the first half. Palmiere didn't handle the ball well on the exchange from the quarterback Brady, and the fumble recovered by Peyton Council. Big play by the Cadets defense.
Yeah, and if you saw it there, Brady turns to hand the ball off, and it slips out of his hand as he's turning it off. So the hand trying to hand it off. So it never got to Palmiere. Huge turnover because a two-score game, the guy who gets the most carries. But with the success Palmiere had in the first half, he's certainly going to get more looks tonight.
Second down. Recorded no gain on that last play. Toss it again. Running left. This time over the 20, the 25, the 30 up the far sideline, and a foot race now with Ruffalo being chased, still being chased to the 10, the 5, and he goes all the way for the touchdown. Wow, Adam Ruffalo running around the left edge, and he showed a burst of speed and just ran away from everybody.
Adam Ruffalo, we saw him in the first half make some very positive plays, and here again that toss play to the left, and they love that matchup over there. They did it a number of times in the first half. They did it with Palmiere, they've done it with Gotham, and now they do it with Ruffalo, and Ruffalo turns the corner, makes the guy miss, and takes it to the house. A huge play for the Blue Devils.
Extra point try coming up. Nothing after this huge run by number 49, Adam Ruffalo.
And there you see Ruffalo get to the outside, gets the corner, turns it up, and now it's just a foot race between Ruffalo and number 10, Luke Lockhart. And Lockhart's trying to get there, doesn't quite get there, makes a tackle, but just as Ruffalo gets to the end zone, and the Blue Devils go up 12. And you know, you see the offensive line. What a job they did here, giving him an opportunity to hit that seam, kick out the guy on the end of the line, and then the rest is Ruffalo and his speed. 85 yards untouched, JC.
Yeah, around the left edge, 85 yards. Ruffalo, second straight week, he's had a rushing touchdown. The 5'10 sophomore really showing that burst. He kind of ran away from some black jerseys trying to chase him down. And that's the big play. We've talked about it tonight. Who's going to have the big play tonight? That might be the one you circle in the score. Already with a 12-0 lead, 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They are in prime position here to get some even more separation now. That wishbone type look and a handoff, and running right over the 20 down to the 19-yard line. And that's C.J. Palmiere, this time running right instead of left. But Victor's running game really is starting to click.
Yeah, the way you just said that, JC, the running game. It's not just C.J. Palmiere, although he's had the bulk of the carries. You look at what Ruffalo has done, and the fact that he had an 85-yard touchdown run. To me, it's the number of guys, but it shows the dominance of the offensive line tonight, and they are getting the job done up front.
On second down, ball inside the 20-yard line. This is Palmiere on a little counter, running inside the 15. That should be a first down here for the Blue. Check that, was Gotham who had the carry there. So you got Gotham and Palmiere both in the game. That time Gotham on the counter run, and a first down for Victor.
And it's just simple old school football. We're going to run it and run it and run it some more. And right now, the offensive line of Victor is beating that defensive line of Hilton. And because of that, the opportunities are there for Gotham, Palmiere, and Ruffalo. And they've all had success because of the offensive line.
From the 13-yard line. And it looked to be a little bit of early movement.
Victor, we've got 4 penalties, all things considered. I think that's pretty good.
So that penalty moves him back to the 18-yard line. Repeat of first down. And give it on that counter right to Palmiere inside the 10 and backing his way down inside the 5 to the 4. CJ Palmiere, big run, gains 14 and sets up a first and goal, or close to a first and goal here should be, I believe.
It is first and goal.
They're going to give him the first and goal? Nope, second and a yard, Carl.
Oh.
Second and a yard. Ball's at the 4. They need to get to the 3.
Yeah, and look at Palmiere continue to fight. 3 cadets to bring him down. He has done that all night, where he has continued after contact, the yards after contact tonight. I've talked so much about the offensive line, but the backs are doing a great job with the yards after contact as well.
Second and 1. Running right and diving toward the first down is Palmiere. Keep an eye on the spot here. Official has not made an indication yet. I think it's going to be third down. Didn't quite get it. They've got the ball marked right around
The yards after contact as well.
second and 1. Running right and diving toward the first down is Palmiere. Keep an eye on the spot here. Official has not made an indication yet. I think it's going to be third down. Didn't quite get it. They've got the ball marked right around the 4. They need to get to the 3. So this is third and a yard coming up for the Blue Devil offense. And Victor's got a player slow to get up. So got to stop this clock here momentarily with 3:47 to go in the third quarter. And a big play for this Hilton defense coming up here to try and stop Victor.
Yeah, I think that might be CJ Palmiere again. A little bit slow getting up off the pile and looked to be a little dinged. He was dinged earlier in the game as well, and has been able to come back. Hopefully the young man will be able to get back out there and continue to play with the fine game that he's got going.
He's run
tonight.
hard tonight, Carl.
Sure
Close to 100 yards rushing, and here we are in the third quarter. Bit of a different look this time. Single back. It's a quarterback sneak, just keeping it, running to the end zone, and that's a touchdown. Touchdown for Victor. And Matt Brady just kept the football. The quarterback, and for Brady, that's just his second rushing touchdown of the season. What these kids have been able to do to protect the football. Starting the fourth quarter, Victor running the ball. Gotham trying to go around the right side, and he is brought down near the first down marker. Gotham is going to be the guy likely to get most of the carries now. Remember, CJ Palmiere went out with an injury in that third quarter, so Gotham's the guy now. His job,
the football, and then you're going to find out who your opponent is next week.
And Victor's defense is playing with a lot of confidence against Victor, especially against Hilton this year. There's an inside handoff, plowing forward up over the 40, still pushing forward in the pile. And that was a good gain inside there for the Blue Devils. I believe that was Gotham once again. And actually, no, that was Palmiere who has come back in the game.
How many times have we seen that tonight with the yards after contact? And look at Palmiere. You know he's not feeling great. He's been taken out of this game a couple times with a leg injury. He's in there gutting it out, but just dragging guys with him. The effort tonight by CJ Palmiere has been as impressive as anything else. It's been. They're over 300 yards rushing, and I know the coaching staff, if you said that was going to be your night, they would have signed up for that in a heartbeat.
Third down, and this is Palmiere again, and he's got the first down up to midfield. And another big run for Palmiere, who's now with the first down, and he's well over 100 yards rushing himself. Palmiere really has been the go-to for this Blue Devil offense.
Yeah, and you see, again, 5 yards after contact. He's got a big player that he's dragging up through there, so William Salomon, and yet Palmiere continues to finish runs, and here with the clock while it was running.
Now Brady, maybe he goes for that quarterback sneak again. Nope, he's going to give it to Gotham, who walks it into the end zone for a touchdown, Victor. Their 4th rushing touchdown of the night, and for Gotham, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, that one was easy for Gotham. He goes off tackle, and he's got a ton of room, and basically walks in, and again, 2:49 left in this game. Now 24-0. Victor.
Off to the Hilton seniors. Their career is over. For Victor, congratulations. They're moving on to the Class AA semifinals and certainly earned this victory tonight.
Yeah, and the offensive and defensive lines for Victor were, in my opinion, the difference of the game. The running back by committee approach for the Blue Devils, a lot of yards after contact. Well done.
Final score, the Victor Blue Devils 25, the Hilton Cadets nothing. We'll come back and wrap things up here from Hilton High School, Section 5 High School Football Playoffs. Victor Blue Devils 25, Hilton Cadets nothing. Second time this season Victor has shut out Hilton, and so Blue Devils now move on to the Class AA semifinals. Well, they will play at McQuaid next weekend in one of the AA semifinals. J.C. DeLass and Carl Falk. And Carl, this one, as we knew, would be won on the ground, and it was Victor, after a scoreless first quarter, that got on the board first, and they did it with a 57-yard scoring drive, all run plays to set up the first touchdown of the night, and it was Sam Gotham, the first of his 2 touchdowns, punching it in here.
Yeah, C.J. Palmiere did the bulk of the work getting the Blue Devils down to the goal line. He got dinged, and Gotham comes in for him and gets the payoff for the touchdown. Very much a running back by committee tonight, as you'll see, and Gotham is the one with the 2 touchdowns.
6-0 Victor at the half. That extra point was blocked, so Blue Devils had the 6-0 lead. Here's the play of the game, though. 85 yards, Adam Ruffalo running down the left sideline, and watch the burst of speed as he really just ran away from the Hilton defenders, and Ruffalo's biggest play this year, running 85 yards for the score. That came early in the 3rd quarter to give Victor a 12-0 advantage.
Yeah, you see 85 yards here from Ruffalo. He was over 100 yards as well. Palmiere also over 100. And the Blue Devils, they were going to come in and try to run it regardless of the weather. But with the weather tonight, they certainly had to run it, and they did it exceedingly well.
Late in the 3rd quarter, another scoring drive for Victor, this time finished off by the quarterback, Matt Brady, just his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season, a 3-yard punch in, extra point missed, but Victor through 3 quarters had an 18-0 advantage.
Yeah, and Brady takes advantage of a great push by his offensive line. The offensive line of the Blue Devils, in my opinion, the difference in the game tonight, did a great job. And you see again here, a great hole on the 4th touchdown.
Gotham finishing it off. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night. A 76-yard drive came with 2:49 to go in the 4th quarter. They took up almost the entire 4th quarter with that drive. Gotham's 2nd score with the extra point. Victor 25, Hilton nothing. So the victory for the Blue Devils improved to 5-4 overall, while Hilton, their season ends, they finish 4-5. Take a look at the final numbers, and again, you're going to see the rushing total, Carl. 352 yards rushing for Victor. That is a season high. Hilton, really, you could say, were held to 106 yards rushing because, again, that was going to be their bread and butter. Neither team able to pass the ball in this driving rainstorm we had tonight. And just the 1 turnover, that was a fumble, and it was Victor. That cost them a scoring opportunity at the end of the first half, but it really didn't hurt them too much. Again, turnovers didn't play as big a factor as we thought, but that rushing total, my goodness, 352 yards tonight for the Blue Devils.
That's a recipe for victories in any weather, but certainly in a night like tonight where the weather was such a big part of the story. To have 352 yards, you got 2 guys over 100. It's just a really impressive night for the Blue Devils on the ground.